Oh, mother, you should have never died. No one need ever die. I will stop this. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Nightmare Cinema Club. It's a very cold day here today where I live. We're in the beginning of our winter. We're having a little bit of rain, but it's actually a very nice day to do this specific movie. Now, the movie that I'm talking about is the 1994 version of Frankenstein, directed by Kenneth Branagh, who also plays the lead role in the movie as Victor Frankenstein, basically the Mad Doctor. Now, that little narration I just gave in the beginning there was directly from him after his mother passed away in the movie. But we'll get to that. This movie came out in 1994. This was I was just starting high school, or I was in the middle of my first year of high school when this came out. Now, I mean, Mary Shelley wrote the original Frankenstein way back in 1818. It's a long time ago, and there's been various movie adaptations. I mean, the most famous one probably is the one with Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster, and there's been various different adaptations of the story. But for me, I like the 1994 version. Had one hell of a cast in it. I mean, Robert De Niro. He didn't like to be referred to as the monster, so Robert De Niro plays the creation in this film. Helen Bonham Carter, who played Victor Frankenstein's wife slash victim slash she's one of my favorite actresses. Don't get me wrong. This woman is so talented, and I mean, I've always loved the work that she's been in. John Cleese is the professor in the thing. Tom Hulce, we saw him years ago in one of the best roles that I've ever seen him in anyway, where he played Mozart. He's Victor's best friend in the movie. Ian Holm, he plays Victor's father, and Aidan Quinn, who plays the captain of the ship. Now, if you've never seen this movie, again, guys, there's going to be some spoilers, but I mean, I'm not giving anything away. This movie is very old, so. But please, like I always ask you guys, see this movie, and if I guarantee you're going to enjoy it, because Robert De Niro's portrayal of the creation is just wow. This movie is good. This movie is really good. It gives a modern spin on an old classic. In that way. But yeah, it takes place, Victor Frankenstein, a very gifted medical man and very happy man. I mean, family life is beautiful. But the movie starts off where we see this ship getting stuck in the north on the pursuit to the North Pole. This captain is obsessed with reaching the North Pole, and what he finds there, he finds more than, he was bargaining for, because he comes across Victor Frankenstein basically running from something. Now, at this point, we don't know what he's running from, but it becomes very clear after he starts telling the story to the captain of what happened. Now, like I said, Victor Frankenstein was a brilliant medical man, but he wanted to know more. Now, sometimes knowing more is good, but sometimes it leads you down a path where things can go a little bit, I mean, I don't want to go too deep into this movie. I want you guys to see this, but after the death of his mother, he vows never to let anybody die again. So basically, he decides to create life, his own life. So he starts stealing body parts, and he basically distances himself from his family. He's so obsessed with this work that he has to do to create this thing, because he wants to conquer death. And unfortunately, he succeeds. He does succeed. And what happens after this? Basically, he abandons his creation, like in the original story, and the creation is having none of this. He starts learning how to be a bit more human, and he basically seeks revenge after reading Victor Frankenstein's diary and learning what he is. I mean, you must understand the monster. I've always asked the question in Frankenstein, in all the Frankenstein stuff, who's the real monster here? Is it the creation? Or is it the guy who made him? Is it Victor Frankenstein? It's actually cruel to make something and then want to destroy it just because you're not happy with what you have. I mean, the creation does have feelings and stuff, so yeah, I feel kind of sad for Robert De Niro's character in this thing. But what follows is bloodshed, heartache, and a lot of... It's such a great movie visually. It has all those great horror elements that you and me love. So I guess again, I'm gonna beg you guys to see this. Like I said, stellar cast. I'm not gonna give away too much in this movie, but be prepared for a thrill ride through an epic, great horror movie. I mean, the makeup is amazing in this thing. The music is amazing. The visuals, what you see. I think I saw on a talk show somewhere that they used about 50 gallons or 100 gallons of KY jelly in the scene where the monster comes alive. You know, it's that's one hell of a slip fest there. But guys, if you're used to Robert De Niro, you have to see him in this. It's perfect. It's the perfect Frankenstein movie, and for me, it's the perfect movie that fits with this weather that we're having today here, where I live. So, guys, I urge you, please see Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the 1994 version. I'm pretty sure you can find it, and have a good one. As I always say, my friends, enjoy the fear. Remember, we live in a chaotic world, so rather look at fiction than focusing on the really bad stuff that's going on. See you soon, my friends, and take care.